Hello all, welcome back to our channel Oracle CPQ Gurus. Today we are going to discuss about the new topic called Get All CPQ Oracle CPQ Commerce Transactions Data using the REST APIs. So we are going to explain the hands-on. So before that, let me go to our community channel. This is our community channel Oracle CPQ Gurus. If anyone is not joined, they can join in this group. We are sharing the all the related stuff related to the Oracle CPQ. You can able to go through those all the videos and let me know in the comments. So coming to the today topic, already we discussed it, right? So get all the Oracle CPQ commerce transactions data. So in this video, we are going to get the data, all the header information in the quotation in the quotation we are getting the all the header data we are going to capture. So let me explain how we can do in first. For that, we need to form the REST API and structure. So first I was opening the administration platform. In the administration platform, first we need to go to the first we need to create a data table, because we if you're directly giving the hard coded way, it is not a good way. So first you need to create a data table. So I already created the data table. First step, you need to create the data table to store the credentials. Create a data table, store the credentials, store the credentials, store the credentials in the data table in a secure way. It's the first step. So let me go to the site. So if you see here, there are the different folders. In this, our folder is Oracle CPQ Gurus. Click on that folders. In this folder, we have created a table, Oracle credentials. This is the table where we are going to store the credentials. Click on the table Oracle credentials. After clicking the Oracle credentials, you need to define the similar type of schema. In the schema, the login, username, and password. PW is nothing but password. These are the column names. So the login name you can able to put like the string, but username and the password you should have to select the type as a secure. Why? Because right, if you store it in the secure, right, it will be in like a encoded way, in the star star like that. So this is the way you have stored the credentials. So after creating a table and storing the credentials, you need to create a library. I was going to the process definition, and let me go through the library how we can do that. So if you see here, there is a Redwood UA, right? In the Redwood UA is my commerce process. Let me click on the list. Once we click on the list, there you will get the document name, the transaction line. In the transaction, in the drop down, select the library functions. In the library functions, click on the list. Once we click on the list, you need to come down, and you should have to click on the add to create a new library. In our case, I already created the library as a test. So in this library, let me name to the Oracle CPQ Gurus. So this is a very important topic, because we need to get the data of the all the header attributes sometimes, because why we need to get the header attribute, right, data, because sometimes we need to send to the third party system. So you everyone should have to know that how to retrieve the data in the all the commerce transactions or a particular commerce transaction like a particular code. So this is my library Oracle CPQ Gurus. If you see here, the first line I have first what we have done, right? First we created a data table, right? So second step, you need to create a library. Second step, create a library. Create a library. Whether it is a util or commerce, anything is fine. Just create a library. After creating a library, whatever the credentials we have stored it, right, we need to retrieve that credentials, because in the rest, right, we need to do the basic authorization like authentication. Without authentication, you will not get the response. So for that, what we need to do, right? Just you need to use the BML and select column name. The username is nothing but my column name. Password is one other column name. And after from this is my data table, Oracle credentials. So I was getting those and storing in the clients. So once you store in a dummy variable, I was doing the simple for loop, and I was getting my details like username and password in the encode base 64. So once you retrieve the data in this way, right? If I print the data, you cannot able to see the original username and password. You will get some encryption one. If you see here, this is the way you'll get it. After that, first in the basic, right? You need to create you need to form the URL. Previous videos also I have told you, right? First, while constructing the URL, the first you need to take the site name up to .com. So this is the I have done in the hot code way. If you can able to do, if you can able to do in the storing in the attributes, you can directly store it in one system like a variable or like a attribute called site URL something. You can able to do in the dynamic way. But here for education purpose, I was just created in the hard coded way. So I was just constructing my URL. I was storing the my entire URL in this my URL variable. So first you need to give up to .com. Once you have given up to .com, this is the HTTPS CPQ2. This is nothing but my site name. If you see in the URL CPQ20312 up to bigmissions.com, you need to take. After the taking the .com, right, you need to specify which call you are doing. So here we are doing the REST, right? So you need to write the REST REST. After the REST, you need to do the which version, what is the version you are using. Currently I was using the version 18, so I was write the v18. In your case you can put whatever the version the below also is fine, like v17 v16. After the v18, right, you need to specify that what you are going to what you are uh, going to do that, right? Here I wanted to in the commerce document, in the transaction level, I was just given this entire thing. So if you want to know how I was taken this thing, right, just in the administration platform, if you scroll it down, right, in interface catalog, you will have our you can able to see your specific if you see this is the my specific commerce process. If you see that, you can just click on that. You can take off commerce orders up to here. You can able to take that the similar way. You need to take from here and you should just put here up to transaction. So here, this is the way you need to form the URL structure. Then you need to create a header. You need to create a dictionary of strings, because this is everything we are going to store in the string format, right? So you just take the dictionary, string dictionary. In that string dictionary, you need to put the authorization and the basic and with authentication. Just in the authorization is nothing but authentication with the basic credentials. In the header request, the if the basic auth is like success, right? You can the entire response is already it will be stored in the header dictionary. So once the header dictionary is store the data, right? So then what we are doing in the response in the way it's like a dummy variable placeholder. We are using the function called URL bit data. By using the URL bit data, we are just passing my URL. This entire URL we are passing, and we are just calling the get request. By passing this, by calling the get request, right, in the header dictionary, we are getting the response. Let me print the response. You can able to see that. Once I print the response, right, I will get all the commerce transactions response here. If you see, I was just encoded, right? So we got the data, entire commerce transaction data. If you see all the, we can able to see the header level attribute value storing in all the transaction. So this is the way you can able to get the response, and you can able to store it. If you want, you can entire response you can able to store it in one attribute. So this is the way you can able to retrieve the data of the entire transaction. If you want to for example, in the real time, if you want to retrieve only the specific transaction ID based upon the dynamic way, whenever only that using the BS ID, that is the thing we can able to I can able to show in the next video. So you guys just practice it and let me know in the comments whether you can able to achieve this output or not. Yeah, thank you all.